looked him in every draft. Now, story being, does it hold up is another story. But so much for the claim of Travis Kelce being Pat Mahomes' favorite target.
Apparently not, yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, but in closing, that's, hard news for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, even that shady guy, he got in on the action, so.
Yeah, a little bit. Tyreek Hill out 4 to 6 weeks, possibly with a broken arm. Who knows? I mean, usually he's the one breaking arms, but I'm just kidding. I don't know what his injury was. That was just me throwing shade at him because he abuses children.
But but let's be honest, Matt Moore.
What?
Matt, he's on the. He had a pass attempt. Here.
Did he?
Yeah. He's on the Chiefs here.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, 0 for 1.
Last thing that I remember from Matt Moore is
he got beat up
when he was on the Dolphins. Yeah,
stepped up for Tannehill, and he might have a legitimate chance here. Was that a 45-3 game or something?
Something like that, and
crazy.
And he runs to the sideline. And do you remember who it was that hit him?
Oh, are you talking about the time like he got hit and he was just like
his fucking helmet spun backwards?
Yeah,
and then he came back onto the field like a play later.
Yeah,
like there's no way he didn't have a fucking concussion.
True. Yeah,
we were at Wolves 111 for that game.
Oh, so that would have been the playoff game, right?
Yeah.
We were there against Pittsburgh.
Levac and Gaz. Yep. It was. Bud Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
It was Bud Dupree that hit him. Next game, Chargers 30, Colts 24 in overtime.
I think a lot of people saw this one going different.
I did. Yeah, I mean, I knew Jacoby Brissett was used to this offense. I knew that Marlon Mack was good. I'm just pissed off I didn't start him because he went off. 25 carries, 174 yards, and a touchdown. But Phillip Rivers had himself a good day. 25 of 34, 333 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Decent, yep.
Austin Eckler, 12 carries, 58 yards, 1 touchdown. Keenan Allen, 8 receptions, 123 yards, 1 touchdown.
Austin Eckler, also on the passing side of things here. 6 touches for 96 yards, 2 TDs.
Mm-hmm. Another surprising game.
Do you think with Eckler, is this just kind of a fluke kind of thing, or do you think he continues to put up solid numbers in Melvin Gordon's absence? I think a lot of people give him, at least people I've talked to, when it comes to building fantasy teams, that they're really sold on the fact that he's going to be good.
I don't know. I think it's just going to be that he's going to get a volume of touches, potentially. I don't think
he'll get his yardage as much.
I'd stay away from him.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to another surprising game. Seahawks 21, Bengals 20. Andy Dalton, 35 of 51, 418 yards, 2 touchdowns. Why is Andy Dalton throwing the ball 51 fucking times and you only give your running backs 14 touches?
Well, suits me. It's trying to see here. Was this a 1 o'clock game?
No, I think this one was a 4:05.
Well, how dare he then? Because he's daytime Dalton. He shouldn't be taking that many pass attempts.
Right?
Yep. But in all fairness, back to
Russ looked quite pedestrian, going 14 of 20, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns. The running game wasn't all that good. DK Metcalf, leading receiver, 4 receptions, 89 yards for the Seahawks. All right, let's move on to the neither of you deserve to win game between the Lions and the Cardinals.
Oh, that was a shit show.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford, 27 of 45, 385 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kyler Murray went 29 of 54. On his first fucking game, you're going to have him throw it 54 fucking times.
No, I mean,
He threw for 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Not a horrible stat line in terms of touchdowns and interceptions. I'd prefer to see the 3-1.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd prefer to see the 3-0.
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, for rookie going out for his first game, not too shabby of a outing.
Especially one that everyone said he's too small to do it. He's going to have problems. Well, his first game.
Yeah, hopefully he irons out better than Rosen ever did.
Hopefully. David Johnson goes 18 carries, 82 yards. Larry Fitzgerald, 8 receptions, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Going back over to the Lions side, Stafford, we already gave his stats.
David Johnson with touches as well.
Kerryon Johnson, 16 carries, 49 yards. TJ Hawkinson, 6 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown.
Johnson, early on, kind of a bust.
Yeah, I mean, first game of the season, Ezekiel Elliott didn't look great either. Joe Mixon was 6 carries, 10 yards.
Yep. So he was high on running backs for a fact.
He might have just been high.
Could be.
49ers Buccaneers game. Jimmy Garoppolo had a very pedestrian game, and he does not look like he's worth all the money they paid him. 18 of 27, 166 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, as opposed to famous crab legs Jameis Winston, 20 of 36, 194 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
Crap.
No real notable players.
He might be a quick fantasy drop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyone who started Jameis Winston over most other quarterbacks, you're a fucking idiot.
Ronald Jones, 13 carries for 75 yards.
Now, answer this for me, Dan. Did the Patriots play this week?
They did.
Are you sure?
They scrimmaged, maybe.
Kind of
playing a scrimmage.
Perhaps. As the Patriots defeated the Steelers 33-3.
Ouch. Did we ever see that coming? I thought, honestly, it would have been a sling fest, but...
Tom Brady's 20th season.
Yep.
He goes 24 of 36, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns.
No picks.
Rex Burkhead, your leading rusher, with 8 carries for 44 yards. James White with 26 yards. Sony Michel, 15 carries, 14 yards. Ouch.
Yeah, he wasn't very... he was pretty much getting stopped all night long.
Yeah, he wasn't very effective.
No.
Dorsett, 4 receptions, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Going over the Steelers side, we got Ben Roethlisberger, 27 of 47, 276 yards, 1 interception. James Conner, 10 carries, 21 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 6 receptions for 78 yards. Obviously, no one had a touchdown for the Steelers if they only scored 3.
Right. Questionable for Smith-Schuster. He did, on the last play of the game, limp off. A lot of people were concerned about his Week 2 status.
Seems like he's going to be fine, though.
Yeah. And I was going to say, even Edelman worked the pass in there, too.
Mm-hmm. And so now we're going to move on to the Monday night games. The Saints and the Texans. Quite possibly the best game.
Maybe of the season. We'll have to see.
I mean, the season's only 1 week old.
Right.
So that's like the easiest. It's one of the best games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Probably multiple years, honestly.
It's just that never say die, drive to going forward. Saints being down, didn't give up, left it in the shall we say the golden toe, which is a Doug reference from Nickelodeon back in the day.
Oh yeah,
the golden toe of Will Lutz to win it.
So let's just paint the picture. 50 seconds to go. Will Lutz hits a 47-yard field goal to put New Orleans up 27-21. A whole 13 seconds later, Deshaun Watson works some kind of fucking voodoo magic and gets the ball to Kenny Stills, 37 yards for a touchdown.
Kenny Stills.
Yeah, he's only in this game after having been traded less than a week prior.
Yep.
And so that leaves like no time for the Saints, but they come back to fucking win on a 58-yard Will Lutz field goal.
Yep.
And it was just a great game. If you can rewatch that game, do. Especially if you haven't seen it. Great game. And then we're going to end the night of recapping the NFL with the nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
The Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
In Joe Flacco's shitty performance.
Yep, I mean, it wasn't horrible. Derek Carr went 22 of 26, 259 yards, 1 touchdown. Jacobs, 23 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tyrell Williams, 6 receptions, 105 yards, 1 touchdown for the Raiders. Now on the Broncos side, Joe Flacco went 21 of 31, 268 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, that's better.
It's not bad, but it's not like...
I mean, in terms of yards, it's better than what Derek Carr did. In terms of efficiency, it's a little bit worse. But it's better than I thought he would be. I was expecting multiple interceptions. Royce Freeman, 10 carries, 56 yards. Cortland Sutton, 7 receptions, 120 yards. All right. And that ends our NFL recap. So, Dan?
I guess it did iron out better than it looked. Early on, it did look pretty bad, though, for Flacco.
It did look bad for Flacco. Dan, we gotta hurry this up because we're almost 2 hours in. So last week, you, Tony, and I all tied our Pick'em challenge, going 5-5. Dan O'Shea went an embarrassing 3-7. So you pick 5 games, I pick 5 games.
Okay. Since
Tony's not here to help us pick games, and then we'll make it up to him somehow, probably with
future picks.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
So
I'll go 3 college, 2 pro.
Okay, and I'll do the opposite then. I'll do 3 pro, 2 college.
Okay.
Mine are just going to be straight up. So how about you start? What's the first game we're going to be picking?
All right, we'll start with the pros here. So we got, let's do Giants-Bills, and we're going to, give me a second here to bring this up. We'll make this unique.
Going unique.
Well, it's pretty straightforward, but it's not going to just be it won't be a basic straight-up pick. So we got Giants-Bills, and about 50-50. Is what they're predicting here, but I want to say who is going to, we'll do the over-under, 44 points.
I'm going to say under 44.
Under?
It's 44, right? Not 44 and a half?
Correct. 44 okay. Over-under.
Okay.
You know, I think I'm also going to say the under. I feel like this is going to be one of those games where it's just very, they feel each other out. It could go either way. I'll say under as well.
Okay. And I will start with the straight up Colts at Titans. Who's going to win this game?
Give me Tennessee.
Same here.
Okay.
Right. Let's stick with the NFL for now. What's your next NFL game?
Next one we got here, let's see. Oh, man. A unique matchups this week here.
Here, while you're looking for another one, I'm going to go with my next one. Vikings-Packers. This one's a hotly contested game. Again, straight up, Vikings. It's in Green Bay. So Vikings-Packers.
I'm not sold on Green Bay. They claim their defense is good. They were up against a very bad offense last week. I'd have to say Vikings.
I picked the Vikings as well. Okay. Do you have your next NFL pick?
I do. Let's do this next one here straight up. And I could see this being a sling fest as well. Let's do the Chargers versus the Lions straight up.
I am going to pick the Chargers.
I'll go Chargers as well.
So far, we have matched each other.
Yep.
The same 4 picks. And my final, I lied. I'm not going to go all straight up. Patriots 18-point favorites over the Miami Dolphins.